Today I'm going to show you how to use the Read and Write Chrome extension to provide oral administration on your unit assessments. So every Google account in the district already has access to this tool. It was pushed out to all student and all teacher accounts. So when you go into Google Chrome, you will notice over here to the right with your extensions, puzzle piece with the RW, this is your Read and Write tool. So I just want you to see that you do have it there. So when we're using this tool for unit assessments, we need to make sure our unit assessments are in a Google Drive. This tool will not work with a Microsoft Word document. It will only work with a PDF or a Google Doc that is located in your Google Drive. So I'm going to start by showing you what it looks like when you have an assessment saved as a PDF. So here I have a grade 4 science assessment that I pulled up that was saved as a Google Doc. As you can see, it already pulled up my toolbar for me. So say the student is receiving oral administration. What they would do is they would click on this icon that says click to speak. When it's highlighted purple, you know that it's turned on. Then you'll move your cursor to where you're ready for the tool to start reading for you.
A student collected a soil sample and placed it in a clear cylinder. Next, the student added 10 milliliters of water to the container. Refer to the above information and diagram. After 2 minutes, the student observed that most of the water remained on top of the soil in the container. Which of the following most likely describes the soil in the container? A. The soil sample.
So when using this tool on a PDF, it will continue to read the assessment until you or the student pushes stop. So if you need a pause, if you need to wait and try to solve the problem you're looking at, you'll need to push the stop button. The good news is you can always go back and repeat just by clicking your
Refer
cursor
to the
where you
above
want.
information and diagram.
Another option we have is say the student needs this voice to slow down a little bit, or maybe the student doesn't really like this voice. You may go over here to the right to this purple box with an arrow and click options. This gives you some voice options. When you go to voice name, you have different US voices you can use. You can use Ava, Samantha, and different Samantha, and Tom. There are some other voices that the students can use, but I recommend using the US. They do speak different languages, and that down at the bottom here, and this will not work with a test that's written in English. So I'm going to stick with Tom. But maybe you feel like the voice speed was too fast. So by moving this ball down here, you can slow down the speech, or by moving it to the right, you can quicken the pace. Once you do that, you have to make sure you click save. And again, I just move the cursor to where I want it to be.
The soil sample is mostly gravel. B. The soil sample is mostly clay. C.
Again, I'll push stop when I need it to stop. One other tool that you can use that if students have access to this accommodation is the dictionary. So this provides an online dictionary. First, you'd have to start by turning off your click to speak icon. The student would click a word they were unsure about. Maybe the word is soil. And when they look at the book right here, this provides dictionary definitions. These may also be read to the student by clicking the arrow.
Noun. The state of being covered with unclean things.
They can move this around. There's also a picture dictionary option. If there's a picture available, the picture will pull up on here. So that is how we can use the PDF version to have oral administration for a unit assessment. Now I'm going to show you what to do if you have saved your unit assessments as a Google Doc. So here I have a math assessment that has been saved as a Google Doc. The tool here does not automatically show up. You have to actually click on the toolbar on this, where you click on this purple puzzle piece. You click on that, it will pull your toolbar down. So this look works a little differently. There is not a click to speak icon. Instead, you'll just move your cursor in front of the words and click the play button.
Demetrius ran a 5-mile race on the street represented below. Demetrius ran a 5-mile race on the street represented below. Which fraction represents the distance Demetrius had run when he reached the school?
So as you notice, I'm going to click the stop button. On Google Docs, it doesn't always continue to read through the answer choices. If it stops reading and the student needs it to read more, you'll just have to go click in front of the information with the cursor and click play again.
A. 2.5 miles.
Again, I'll just go click where I want it to read to me.
B. 1.5 miles.
Okay, you do also have access to the dictionary option here. So say I wanted to look up the word school. There is a dictionary here that will also play.
Noun. A place where children or...
There's also the picture dictionary with the picture. Okay, if students need to highlight any information, you just click on it and highlight. If they have any need for that, that's just an additional tool that can be used there. So basically, those are the tools to help provide oral administration when you're using a Google Doc or using a PDF. One of the other questions that comes up is how should I provide access to this tool for my students? So what you can do is create a unit assessment folder, and then maybe you share that folder or you share that individual assessment, go find an assessment, with your students. So say I want to share this with my student, I just click on the share button. They can view only, and I type in their email address. It will automatically be saved with them into the Google Drive. You might worry about doing that with your Google Doc. Just make sure your Google Doc, when you share it, is in view only. That way they cannot edit it. If you're using Google Classroom, you can input it right as an assignment.